Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of Derptopia SMP. My name is Fiasco. Thank you so much for joining me today. And what a lovely shot that is with most of our builds in the background at our base on the server. And things are coming along very nicely here, if I do say so myself. I got some of our horses in this stable, and actually I should probably show you this. I don't know if I ever mentioned it when he dropped them off. But our good friend Ryan here hooked us up with some very fast horses, courtesy of Bug Rock. So, whoosh! We can breed up a few more pairs of these if we want extras, but yeah. These two are the parent horses, and they used a little bit of an exploit to kind of get them, get their speed stat a little bit higher than it should be. So I bred up a few bebes for them, and just so we have a few extra. I probably won't use them for anything, but it's always cool to just have something fun like that in your world. The interior here is. I told you to work on an interior while I was gone. Okay. Well, on the bright side, the interior in the castle is coming along quite nicely. Also, don't mind the chest monster as it grows. I am planning on cleaning this up once the interior is kind of done. So we've seen this before, the Great Hall area, which I still love. The 1.18 lighting changes make a big difference. Actually having to be able to get a little bit of shadow in here is super cool. So this whole room is lit basically by these campfires, which is would be unheard of until basically right now. Up in our throne, things haven't changed much here. I put a jukebox here so that I can vibe. I do have a few good records currently in my house. In here is unfinished, but this is on purpose because sometimes I get trapped in the walls in between like the facades, and this is the only place where I can like fall down and come out without breaking blocks. So that door is 100% on purpose for that reason only. Now, I haven't done every room in here yet, but you can kind of see I've started going through and doing a few things. This room's basically done. This is kind of a bit of a wine slash drink room slash this is where I'm keeping my brewing stands because I actually don't have a brewing place right now. So yeah, you could pop in here, refill your wine, or have a server do it. A couple candles in here. Got our always want to get some foliage if we can. And up here is just kind of a nice little reading area. I guess kind of probably more for like, the court wizard needs to quickly pop in here and study some texts while the king is doing his royal shtick. This room is going to be an armory, or kind of, I guess, a display room. Not necessarily an armory, more of just like display some suits of armor and whatnot. That I think we'll work on today. I kind of have an idea of how that should look. Not a whole heck of a lot else over here. I removed the trapdoors down here just because I thought they were looking a little bit bulky, and it was kind of weird walking and having to like sidestep around them. So minor change there, which I actually think doesn't really affect it at all, besides, it not bothering me anymore. And then we'll take this one from the bottom, but it does connect there, and this is our staircase going up. More bookshelves, just a great block for decorating to get some color in. More leaves, the landing to the second floor here. And we'll continue up here, because this will just end the stairwell. But if we go up here, this is our enchanting area. And this looks a little disheveled, but this is actually level 30 enchanting. I made sure to add enough bookshelves so that I could use this if I wanted to, and my lapis is in there. Don't do a whole heck of a lot of enchanting, but kind of having this nice little tower area to do some enchanting in with our stained glass windows with the blue and pink, our signature colors. I really like it. I think that this is a good spot. I had no idea what to do with this space, and it came together pretty good. And over here is a hallway that leads to a few things. Light. Ah, I'm magic. In here was originally going to be a dining room, but it ended up being too small. So this is just kind of a storage room where we've got more casks of wine on hand and just a bunch of barrels full of stuff. The barrel block. It's a great block. It really just makes it look like there's something going on in here. What's through here? Whoa, don't fall. Nothing. In fact, I might board this up because I don't know if I'm going to be working on the tower interiors or if I'm just going to get rid of doors, or I don't know, maybe put a sign in there that says gotcha or something like that. So if we close that up, so that's kind of a storage area in there. Here is a landing pad where we kind of fly in and out most of the time. I probably will do these towers, at least maybe like the top sections of them, so that if you wander on in here, you can like, take a peek down there or something like that. And I did go through and texture this ground just with the granite and the copper. Also decided to go with cyan for the carpets in here just because I think it's a really nice color. And also it matches the walls up in this section. And anyone who says that Prismarine is an ugly block is an idiot. It's a very interesting block with a nice amount of color to it, and it changes color if you didn't know that. So don't be afraid to pepper that into your builds. You might think that this looks ugly. I think it looks good, and that's okay if we have differing opinions on it. So we'll go down there in a second. I will show you just down here. This kind of just goes to a bit of a dead end. This is my only 4x3 painting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. This is, I think, oh no, there's a few upstairs. These are so ridiculous. What is this? Who is this? Why is he in a shoe? Hard to tell, but I think it's really funny, so that goes there. It doesn't cover up any secret trapdoors or anything like that. It's just kind of a troll for people walking out of this section to be like, ugh, gross. And up here is a very humble-looking couple bedrooms that are not decorated yet. I might invite a few server people to come and decorate these for themselves. But yes, this is where my friends can stay when they are visiting the castle. And if we go up here, this is our dining hall area. And I think this turned out pretty good. Kind of an awkward space to work with. I really didn't want to cover up any windows. So having the staircase come up here, having the windows need to be exposed, it was just a very interesting challenge to kind of make everything work. And I think it works pretty good. You got a lower landing out down there, an upper landing up here, and then they also connect over here. So I guess I could get rid of one of these staircases if I felt we didn't have enough room here, but thankfully I think that the table works pretty good. It's not super grand, because the grand hall downstairs would be where like feasts would happen. They'd probably bring tables out for that. But this, for your day-to-day dining room, is pretty nice. I might switch up a few of these flowers. It might be too many peonies, but I really like peonies, so what are you going to do? On top of that, using the quartz for the walls, the smooth quartz, I think works really well. And then having that red in there. I just tried to kind of make things a little bit abnormal in here, and it worked really well because it was an abnormal space to deal with. I have no idea what's going to go here. Maybe just like another little study area, or like a little table, kind of like a bistro patio type thing up here. Not really sure. Open to suggestions if we're not done it by the end of the episode. And then this I really like. I tucked a staircase into the wall here, which I think actually turned out pretty cool, so that you can come up here to kind of our final landing area, where we can pop out on the upper walls up here and take a look at our kingdom. Now, there is one kind of awkward elephant in the room, and that is that there is still a tower up here that connects to nothing right now. Oh, and look at this little spore blossom chandelier design. I don't know if it's ugly or cute. I really can't tell, but I like it, so I think I'm going to keep it like that. But yes, that we will work on later. Maybe I'll even just put a farm or something in there, because we're here quite a bit, so just something to passively, harvest sugarcane or something like that. Or maybe not sugarcane, because I actually did make, this is like the stupidest build ever. This thing serves no purpose except, and I'm sure I've shown this before, to house previously just this little farm for harvesting sweet berries, and now just this ugly little farm where I harvest sugarcane. And it's not an effective design. The sugarcane gets caught up in that space all the time. So when I'm done using it, I actually have to step up here to collect anything. It looks like, wow, I can't get that stuff. It's pretty lossy, I'm not going to lie, but it does actually work pretty decently. I've got so much bone meal that I can afford a little bit of loss. It's not really a big deal. And I also have extra panes of glass if I just feel like breaking these ones and collecting things manually. Oh my god, over a stack! Okay, maybe we do need to rework this design. So yes, that is the update on this other huge build that really didn't get used a whole lot. This is what the rest of the inside looks like. And basically every time I need just a little tiny farm like this, I'm going to put it in here. I think that that's the best use of this space that I can think of without me driving myself insane, having to do more interior work. And while we're flying, I guess we can take a look at the Pog Temple just to make sure nobody has messed with anything. Nope, still looking good. Pog till I die down there. Okay, cool. Let's head back to the castle. Interesting. Not a lot of quartz left in my little quartz barrel there. So maybe we will instead start our day by heading to the shopping district and maybe doing a little bit of shopping. I've been meaning to go on a bit of a spree for a while. I've got a bunch of diamonds, and quite frankly, I don't really need them for anything. I think I've decided that I'm not going to do any like fancy diamond floors, and those are the only things that would probably eat up a lot of blocks. I don't really need a ton for chandeliers, so we might as well spend them. You can't take them with you when the server resets. So let's hop on in. We are working on a nether hub design, by the way. The design contest closes by the end of the month, so we should be... If you're wondering why we haven't gotten a nether hub, that is why. We are working on it, so to come. Also, look at this fun little display for these sea sponges. I believe this is a mod shop where they drop in some sea sponges for us because they're so hard to get. And actually, how many are there? Okay, yeah, there must be some command block trickery because I think if you place a diamond block there, it shoots some into your inventory. Very fancy stuff. And then I think maybe Khan or someone moved this helicopter. It was somewhere else previously. And it's just brilliant. You'll notice that the higher up sponges are smaller so that it kind of gives the illusion of depth. It's very, very smart. Love that. Okay, we need a few things here. This lighting shop is one of my faves too. And we've even got chains here. A diamond per stack of chains? Oh my goodness. It's not going to be enough diamonds. Hold on. Maybe I'll do 10 diamond blocks will kind of be my spending limit for the day. If we reach that, who knows? Okay, let's start with chains. 10, 11. Always good to have more chains. And they're just a pain to craft. You need the nuggets. You might as well just buy them if you can. What else we got in here? Campfires are another one that's kind of a pain. And because they stack now, we might as well have those. But we came here for quartz, so let's check that out first. I believe this is Kula's shop. There we go. I was checking to see if there was smooth quartz, because that would save me from having to smelt it down. But that's okay. We can totally smelt it in Mag's super smelter. Oh, good lord. What other shops should we check out? I know what one I want to go to next, and that's Magnetosphere's Dark Prismarine shop. How many we got? Oh, still 3. Perfect. We might as well just buy them all. So I guess we'll get some books too, now that the unbreaking thing has been fixed. We got 1, 2, 3, 10. 10 of these that need unbreaking 3, which should be 5 diamonds at this shop, a very reasonable price. And we can toss those on a little bit later. Is there an anvil in here? There's not an anvil in here. Oh, there is an anvil in here. Do I have enough levels? I have enough levels. Okay, let's just do this then. The question is, will this actually last? It will not. It only did 3. Okay. Let's put those 3 back in there. And because I'm a nice guy, I carry anvils around. Not many right now, but let's replace that anvil. And sometimes you only get like 3 out of them, which is nonsense. So hopefully this anvil stands the test of time. Alrighty. Wow, that was a lot of levels. This mining box probably won't really come in handy ever again too often, now that we don't need to worry about unbreaking. But hey, it's good to have them if you need them. And while we're here, I also put in some orders for wood for Papa Fresh, just stuff that I kind of need in bulk for making, barrels and chests and things like that. Also, some pretty good wood types, that dark oak and that spruce. I don't need them today, otherwise I would probably talk to him on Discord, but yeah, great service run by Papa Fresh that has taken many of my diamonds and will take many more happily. Also, I just wanted to check out this stupid tree. Oh my god, this is so fun and so ugly. Oh, I love it. Who built this? I wonder. I think it was a couple people. Maybe Vix helped. I don't know, but I want one in my base. This is beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Now that we've done a little bit of shopping, how many diamonds do we have left? 30 out of a stack and a bit, which is not bad. Let's get ourselves back to our home. Maybe we'll smelt up some quartz and get working on our display. So what I think I want for this space is kind of along the walls for there to be some armor stand displays. Nothing fancy, nothing that's gonna create lag or anything like that, just how many stages of armor are there? Leather, there's chainmail, there's iron, there's diamond, and there's netherite? 5? Oh, there's gold, there's 6. So if we want to space those out, that should work out pretty good. So if they stand on here, then it would be kind of cool to have, like, glass around them, or maybe I could push glass blocks into them and have them contained. This is going to make so many people mad. Nice. Yeah, that looks okay. I don't really know if that's what I want, though. Let's try... Oh, you can! That is surprising to me. I thought it would break. Moment of truth. Oh. Okay. That looks pretty good. Okay, cool. This should work. Okay, so looking pretty good. I added some sea lanterns on the top here, and they kind of poke down the top of all of the helmets, which isn't ideal. So I think what I need to do is actually reset this a little bit, which is going to be a pain. But I got to lower these guys down just a hair. Yeah, just 2 boops should do it. And then I got to go through and replace these bottom pieces of glass, which isn't the end of the world. Oh no! He fell. Ah, rats. How did that happen? The gravity should still be on. Okay. That definitely moved it a little bit farther back. Alright, let's try with netherite. Oh, good. Okay. It moved it back as well, which is actually kind of preferable. That looks way cooler. Except now the back of the helmet is cut off a little bit. Okay, it was bothering me. So now I think I can get in behind them, and if I hit like the perfect pixel, I can make it work. We're also going to replace the stuff behind these guys with some quartz, just to make it look a little bit more uniform, a little bit more even. So give me a second here, and I'll show you what I mean. And I actually just had the battle of my lifetime with one of these stupid armor stands. I accidentally gave him this piece of dye, and then I had to just click wildly to try and get it back. So the way that these are facing, this is a move right die, but it's like I placed it like this, kind of according to the game. So if I give it 1, 2 of those should be good. And if I don't mess with anything else, hopefully that'll work. So let's plop in some quartz behind it and behind him. So you're good, and you're good. Okay. Whew. I need one more. Oh, wait. What? No, don't give him that. Oh, no. Oh, this one's gone horribly wrong. Okay. Oh, now I've got to cycle through all of them. Can I grab that from you, though? Give me that. Okay, that was frustrating. Finally got that done. Let's patch our walls back up. Done. Okay, great. Armor stands are in place, finally. I didn't realize that was going to be such a tricky thing to do. Hopefully, though, this glass should stop me from, like, accidentally equipping the armor and whatnot. I had a battle with this chainmail where I just put on and took off my elytra for, like, 5 seconds. Add a couple shelves up here. This looks kind of budget now that I look at it. Maybe what we'll do is we will get a little bit fancier with some armor stands just for a few things on this table. If we have the pack, we might as well use it. So I'm going to need my armor stand box again. And there we go. Very simple options. That one still kind of looks like it's poking through with the sea lantern, but whatever. I'm done messing with those for now. And yeah, just the one trident on the table here, and then my elytra up top there. I kept it on the stand because, or I kept the stand visible because it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for it to just be floating. I also was going to switch this texture with a dragon wings one that I had, and then that got me down a rabbit hole as to why I can't use add-ons on Xbox anymore. And it's very interesting. I watched a video kind of explaining this battle that Microsoft has just started with the modding community and the add-ons community. And yeah, not great. It looks like I'm kind of out of luck for putting resource packs on my Xbox. It was always kind of tricky, but now it looks like it's gone until somebody can figure out how to fix it for us. Yeah, so boo, Microsoft. Why are you doing that to us? Come on. This isn't, come on. That's my argument. But in case Microsoft doesn't watch this video and doesn't take it seriously, I guess, we'll just be stuck with that for now. Okay, so our armory is done. Nothing too crazy fancy, but just something to fill that space because, yeah, there's I don't know. I'm not an interior guy. Maybe I can add some trapdoors around here or something in the floor to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe a carpet? Or maybe not. I don't know. The point is, this room, I can now say, is done. So if we move on here, what other spaces do we actually need to work on? Up here in our lofty area, this area currently does nothing. It's kind of a cool area to check out the window. And I just love this staircase. But so far, it is not really usable for... Ooh, spooky. For anything. God, this is disgusting. There we go. We saw it happen live in front of us. Okay, well, I'll deal with that later. But now that it is snowing, I'll just let that go. Oh, that looks pretty. So that we can... Oh, this is the level at which it changes from snow to rain. Fun. Okay, that's enough procrastinating looking at the pretty snow. Let's get cracking on something here, and let's see if we can make this space make a little bit more sense. Alrighty, let's take a look at it now. As we come up here, we just get a nice little cafe area. Not sure why we'd need this, but it's here. It's kind of a nice spot, actually, just to, like, read a book and look out the window. Kind of hate how these don't connect in the corners great, but that's what we have to work with, so haha, love it. So yeah, nothing too crazy fancy up here. I did swap out the peonies with a few of those blue orchids, and then as we come up here, we just get kind of more of the same treatment. Add some foliage in, a hanging planter up there, there's a chain holding that one up. And then, yeah, just another little sit-down area up here for people to grab a book or something and, step out onto the balcony, enjoy some fresh air. So that is basically going to do it for the interior of the castle. I mean, I think all the rooms are done now. I don't have anything else really left to do. Of course, I could fiddle around with stuff forever, basically. But the point of this interior was just in case anybody actually went inside here, which is probably not going to happen. So really, I'm glad that you get to see it because probably nobody in real life will actually come and see it. So the interior of the castle is done. We're not counting the towers because we're probably not going to do anything with the towers. I am, quite frankly, interiored out. This was a long project. I worked on it literally since the castle has been built, just kind of like plugging away off camera on it. And I'm glad to finally have a feather in this cap. So this is where we will say adieu for this episode as I sit on my throne. So thank you very much for watching, my friends. I always appreciate it so much. I hope you like the interior. Like I said, it was a pain, but totally worth it to just be done. Let me know what you think of it, and I will catch you in the next one.